Welcome back to the channel. We're back here with part 2. If you're watching this right now, you should have already watched us give out our regular season awards. Here with the same guys, and we're gonna be breaking down our first round playoff predictions. So go ahead and introduce yourselves real quick, just in case they need a little bit of a reminder or a refresher. We gotta give them like a good 30-minute window right here, right?
It's your boy Trezor, aka Moreno Guapo, aka the Valentino Viper, aka the Dior Demon. I'm here just, being pleasant, unproblematic as usual on Roy's channel, you feel me?
What was that Spanish one? The Vallejo
Moreno Guapo.
That's hard. I'm not even mad at that. That was
well
saucy.
Well done. You think I spent a month in Cuba?
I gotta work on my shit, right?
It's Rob, aka Robin Hood, aka Robbing the Bank, aka Robbing Everything, aka Mr. Robin Wings himself, aka Barbecue God, aka I'm gonna take my own 30 minutes to give my intro.
So which conference should we start in?
East.
Yeah, the easy one, lie. Alright, well, let's start with the 1-8 matchup. I think everyone, you got a broom? Where's the broom at?
Sweat.
Definitely on the lingo and sweep. I got the Bucks in 4 still. Bucks in 3 if I could. Right? Bucks in 3.
Bucks with the sweep.
Facts. I just, honestly, the Magic
Were they
just
playing Magic?
Exactly. You don't even know who they're facing.
Look. Aaron Gordon has braids. You already know the team is on a decline.
It's a dub for them, so I'm not gonna lie. I don't think we gotta spend any more time on that one.
No.
Moving on, it's a sweep ting, Bucks in 4. Next up, our Raptors against the Nets.
Raps in 5. Get these niggas the fuck out of here. The only reason why I've even giving them 1 game is because Karis LeVert was out here balling tonight.
Nah, okay, I got the Raptors in 5 as well, but I'm only giving Brooklyn the 1 game because the Raptors do this thing every year.
They love to make it spicy.
Where they have to lose I'm gonna say they're gonna lose first game. Losing game 1 in dramatic fashion, and they're gonna make us worry for no reason, and they're gonna sweep the next 4, just like we did last year with the Magic. There's something in the Raptors' blood where we just can't get a sweep. And I understand, it's fine, as long as we get the job done.
But if they get a sweep this time, you know it's chip season.
Fam, listen. They don't want to see us win back-to-back.
Yeah.
Raptors in 5 or 6?
Toronto in 5.
Yeah. Is this a matter of Toronto and how many?
1 game, yeah. I'm gonna give them 1 game.
I'm not gonna lie, there's gonna be 1 game where LeVert just has like a crazy game, he wins it for them.
He's gonna have his way.
He almost beat the Blazers tonight.
Yeah.
He did.
So I gotta give him at least 1.
Yep.
Honestly, I will say though, the Nets have a very scary looking team for next year. Because if LeVert is balling the way he's balling, you get Kyrie back, you get KD back, even if he comes back as 80% of himself. That's scary. Jared Allen. Dinwiddie is a free agent, but if he comes back, that's even crazy.
He's a free agent now?
Yeah.
They need to sign him back.
Joe Harris is a sniper. Like they got some, and they got DeAndre Jordan still. That team's looking kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't want to face them next year. But we're dealing with it right now. It's a dub. It's a dub. It's a gentleman's sweep for the Raptors. Next we got the 3-6 Celtics versus Philly. I'm gonna say Celtics in 5.
Honestly,
Celtics in 5.
if I didn't have half of mine, I would have said Celtics with the sweep because Philly is not built for this shit.
They're not.
The one guy who was built for this shit left the roster last year in JJ Redick.
Butler.
And Butler. But the thing is, we're talking JJ Redick for being no matter 13 straight years in the postseason.
Shout out to him. I'm gonna take a little sip for him just because honestly that's a very commendable streak.
The Sixers, what I said is they're not battle tested enough. I said it last year too. They couldn't bang with the Raptors. Everyone was like, oh no. The Sixers don't have it in their blood.
I will say though, had Ben Simmons been healthy, I don't think the Sixers would have won the series, but it wouldn't have been a 5-gamer for me. It would have been probably push it to game 7.
That's fair.
The Simmons loss is crazy because I feel as though he is that one X factor in almost any series. As a point guard at 6'10", the way he's 100%. Built, he's an X factor every time. And the fact that they lost him, he's done. Because now they can key in on Embiid, and Embiid's,
he's already shaky, man. It hurt his wrist, like
bitch made, bro.
Honestly, Embiid is one of those niggas who, like, honestly, you should be very ashamed that you come from the continent of Africa because you are not. You need milk. You need fufu. You need something because you are not performing. What are you doing? Every year you are missing games. Go drink milk. Go eat something. Rubbish.
Yeah,
I am very disappointed.
You are coming in the game, you are doing this, and you are still losing.
Just flying plane. You are not going anywhere.
Flying
plane to where?
Flying.
You are not going anywhere. You are going to land and crash. And then what? We are just going to see. Look at him. Look at him. See where he is now.
You are losing.
Silly goats.
Because you want to come to Orlando and shake like this.
Shimmy. Because of what?
You want to die.
The Raptors sent you home. You are crying. You are Chris crying. Big boy.
You are Chris Brown.
Look at yourself. See yourself. Rubbish. Yo, big rubbish. You want to fly plane? Okay. Go ahead, fly plane. Rubbish.
Bro, I don't know. To me, Embiid is like the worst, best player ever.
Yeah,
like
it's bad still.
Like
it's bad.
I just don't like.
Fam, did you see his numbers against us? And he faced us again 2 nights ago and we won with Stanley Johnson. We won our 12th man lineup. Yeah. So I think it's a unanimous decision. Celtics in 5. Yeah. We're gonna give the Sixers 1 game. We're gonna give them 1 game.
We'll give them 1 game.
Yeah.
Because Embiid will show up at
for 1 to the 5, which is the least he could do.
You come on his plane.
Alright, so the 4-5 matchup, which is probably my favorite of all 4 Eastern Conference matchups. And as of right now, while we're recording this, we don't know who's the 4th seed and who's the 5th seed.
Yeah.
But I will say though, in the bubble, it doesn't matter because you don't have your home court advantage anyways.
Yeah, everybody's at home.
Exactly. Nobody's home. You're all on the road. Your virtual screen fan base is not going to help you. But for the Heat and Pacers, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably my favorite matchup just because of the storylines and just because of the Jimmy Butler, TJ Warren beef. I'm still gonna go Heat in 6.
I'm gonna say Heat in 7.
Heat in 7? I would love for it to go to 7, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like when you see somebody for like that many games in a row, someone's gonna break. And I feel like the Pacers are more likely to break than the Heat.
Unless Victor Oladipo comes on his real demon time as he's known for. Because in the bubble, he has not been Victor. TJ Warren has led the scene.
Exactly.
But if Victor comes in on that Victor shit, this is going to 7, my guys.
I feel like that's not even his fault just because I know what injury he's coming off of.
Exactly.
If this was Victor before the injury, different story. I'm not gonna lie.
100%.
But I'm making my prediction based off knowing that Victor is not Victor right now.
Yeah, I'm going with Miami as well. Like I said, in 7, I just think that they have a veteran group, but a young group at the same time.
And I think also another thing hurting the Pacers as well is Sabonis is gone.
Yo, yeah, I forget
man,
that.
I forgot it too because it's been 6 or 7 games, right? That's not really peeping everything. Sabonis is gone. That's gonna hurt because who's stopping Bam?
That's their guy.
Who's stopping Bam?
Miles Turner's falling off.
He had me in the first half. I'm not gonna lie.
Facts. So that's all for the Eastern Conference. We'll see what's gonna happen with our predictions there. Now we're gonna go over to where I think things are a little bit more spicy. We're gonna start with the Lakers prediction. So as of right now, while we're recording this, it is Memphis and Portland playing in the play-in game on Saturday.
Yep.
So we don't know who is gonna actually be facing the Lakers. So we're gonna make predictions based on both of them. So if it's Lakers and Memphis, who you guys got?
Lakers is 4.
Lakers, yeah.
Lakers in 4, I agree. Honestly, like as much as I love Ja, shout out to my guy real quick. Shout out to Ja. If he makes it, I know he's gonna put on a show, but he's not gonna lead them over LeBron in anything.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Now let's just say, if it's Lakers and Portland, what you guys got?
They're giving them a run for their money.
Lakers is.
I still think Lakers, but Portland's gonna put up a fight, especially if Lakers are playing how they played like the last few games.
The whole bubble?
Like, I don't know, bro.
I'm gonna say the Lakers in 7. The reason why I say 7 is this. LeBron said it the other day when he was interviewed, and he said, they asked him, are you in playoff mode yet? He said, no, we're not in playoff mode yet. Can we get there if we need to?
Red
Absolutely.
Flag. Red flag.
However, I think LeBron can turn it on like that. I don't think the rest of them can because they don't have that pedigree. They are not as battle tested as their leader is. As we've already noted in the other video, which you should have watched, Damian Lillard is #1 in don't poke the fucking bear.
And who's gonna guard it?
That's my biggest thing. And that's why he's saying Portland in 7.
And if what? They wanna go put LeBron on Lillard?
So this is why I'm saying Blazers in 7. I'm being racy. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't care. The Lakers, every leg that the Lakers had to stand on in this matchup is absent right now. Bradley would have no question been guarding Lillard right now.
Yep.
Rondo would have no question been guarding Lillard right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who else do you have to? You're gonna put Quinn Cook?
He's not even playing.
You're gonna put Dion Waiters? Dion Waiters does not want to do anything basketball related if he's not scoring. You're gonna put LeBron on Lillard?
You're gonna wear out LeBron?
Wear him out.
On the defensive end?
Exactly. And I like the storyline of Melo against LeBron because I think that's enough for LeBron to have to defend for the whole series.
I think that's gonna be the matchup. So they're gonna have to do what the Nets tried to do tonight and double Lillard all first half. The man still ended up with 42 points.
And you have Nurkic back in the fold.
Nurkic is the X factor.
He's a very big X factor because he is going to make Anthony Davis work on both ends of the court.
Facts.
So that's a big X factor for me. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying Blazers in 7. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But it's gonna be a dogfight. And I don't think the Lakers are fully equipped for a dogfight right now. So now let's pick up with the next matchup out west. We got the 2-7 matchup, which is the Clippers and the Mavs. This was a little interesting, I'm not gonna lie, because I really want to give the Mavericks something here. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Clippers in 5.
I can't lie to you, I have Mavs in 7, low key. This is more of a I want this to happen than I think this is gonna happen.
It's a table shaker.
The reason why I say this as well, the Clippers have looked shaky in the bubble as well.
I agree.
My reasoning for taking Dallas in 7 is I think that Luka is battle tested, unlike a lot of people on the Clippers roster, with the exception of Kawhi. Kawhi is obviously battle tested. Who else is battle tested? Paul George, not really. Montrez, no. Lou, no. If we're talking playoff battle tested, these guys don't have that juice. Whereas Luka has been in a scenario in his other league where he's had to be that guy. I think Porzingis is finally healthy as well.
You know what I will say too, really quickly, to actually help out your prediction? Clippers don't have height. Who's guarding Porzingis? And who's guarding Marjanovic? Marjanovic, granted, he's not a big time scorer. I'm not saying that. But his size causes problems. Exactly. And the Mavericks have a lot of players that they just throw in.
Yeah.
And I think that there has to be one first round upset, and that is my pick for the first round upset. Also, I would love nothing more than to watch Sir Paul George and Patrick Beverly absolutely packing for the rubbish.
I would love to see Kawhi get sent home early and the Raptors go on in the next
100%. Because that's my dog. Don't get me wrong. That's my dog.
This could have been you, Playboy.
Mans are giving you free everything in the city.
Fam, didn't Mans say that they were giving free housing? You know what the housing market is like in Toronto? You said no? Ungrateful.
Anyway. Why is it gonna be shaking? What have I done? Nah, okay, like, I'm gonna say Clippers in 6.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be surprised if the Mavs can pull an upset. But I feel like for the Clippers to pull it out, Beverly's gonna have to step up on defense and lock Luka to the best of his ability. I don't know if that's gonna happen.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Patrick Beverly,
he's gonna have to pest him. That's the like.
He's an overrated defender. I saw the numbers, and I saw this after he was trying to talk Lonzo up, and Lonzo put that nigga in the blender, just off of height alone.
Yeah.
And Luka is 6'7", 6'8".
That's true.
And he's built.
That's why I'm saying, even more than just defensively, I think it's more of a mental thing. Like he's just gonna have to pest him.
Exactly.
Like,
and I don't think
Luka's get him pissed off.
Luka's not easily breakable mentally. He's done this already. He's not your average sophomore. I think, in my honest opinion, I do believe that Doc Rivers is smart enough to realize that he has to put either Kawhi or Paul George on Luka. Because the thing with the Mavs that I think is going to be their downfall is, just like the Sixers put Ben Simmons at the point and then they have an actual shooting guard at shooting guard, when you have Luka at the point and then Seth Curry at the shooting guard, you might as well just put Pat Beverly on Seth Curry and put your bigger defender on Luka. And I think when you put Kawhi or Paul George on Luka, it's a problem now.
I think Paul George has no clutch gene on offense or defense. We saw a 2-minute highlight of him getting eyepiece. And of those eyepieces, not all of those guys were the #1 option on their team, first of all.
Sadly.
And then on offense, when you look at the clutch gene, Paul George had the nerve to get mad at CJ Miles a few years ago for taking the last shot. He said, that's gotta be my shot. That's my shot. I take that shot. When he spoke those words, he was 0 for 12 in go-ahead shots. He's now 1 for 13. He made his first go-ahead game-winning shot.
I remember that.
After he made that comment. So he is not a clutch on either side of the basketball. In my opinion, you gotta put Kawhi on Luka Doncic. I agree. Your best bet.
The next matchup, which I think is pretty much a given.
Denver, Utah.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is my little spot where I'm gonna be like, I wish that Devin Booker got in, because to go 8-0 in the bubble,
Yeah.
and for me to see the Jazz play what basketball they were playing in this bubble,
Rubbish.
Get them out of here. Pack it up. I got the Nuggets in a gentleman's sweep over the Jazz, just because honestly, I've seen the Nuggets have little lapses here and there. So I think the Jazz are gonna steal one game.
Fair.
But I think the Nuggets are gonna get this in 5.
Yeah.
It might be 4.
Nuggets in 5
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, Nuggets in 5.
I agree too, because Donovan is gonna do his thing regardless.
He's gonna steal one game.
But there's just too much pieces on the Nuggets.
Yo,
It's
they're
like,
deep.
You gotta deal with Jamal Murray.
Yes.
Okay, you deal with Jamal. Then you gotta deal
MPJ
with
is balling.
You gotta deal with Jokic. Okay, you deal with Jokic. Michael Porter, he's doing his thing, and then
Balling.
Bull's doing his little 1-2 also. It's like
I hear why.
And yo, another man people not really taking in is Paul Millsap.
Mans forget that he's low-key a little playoff battle test.
Veteran.
He's
for
been
sure,
on all those
veteran.
Atlanta teams that got deep into playoffs and then ran to LeBron. But that's a lot of playoff experience, and he's gonna bully whoever he has to play on. I don't even know who the Jazz have that's playing the 4. It's Gobert and who?
I don't even know.
Exactly. Next matchup. Get these guys out of here.
Yes.
So the next matchup, the last one. This is a little tricky. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Because they're not seeded yet,
They're not, but
but it doesn't matter.
just like with the Pacers and the Heat, there is no home court advantage. The matchup is the Thunder and the Rockets.
Honestly,
I got Thunder in 7.
me too. Thunder in 7. Because these guys are frauds in Houston. Big frauds.
No, I have Rockets in 6. Just because I feel like first round, I think they could get it done. When it gets deeper in and the gap gets smaller, I feel like that's when they choke. But
So one thing
OKC
you just said that I'm just like, I can't buy it. You said when they get to the next round and the gap gets tighter. This is the Western Conference. The gap is tight already. This is not the 1 and the 8. This is the 4 and 5. There is no gap.
Yeah. But also, even with what you were saying with battle tested, I mean, besides Chris Paul, maybe Steven Adams,
That is
who's
true.
on
Okay,
the
that is the
OKC
biggest
to really
battle.
battle tested.
No, I was gonna say that is why I give it to them in the 7th. I think Game 7 is gonna be Chris Paul versus everybody. I think it's,
Yeah.
that is gonna be his.
And that's how it always is in the
Right.
playoffs.
I think
And Chris Paul has crumbled sometimes.
And I really
And
think
plus, he got hurt in that one series, or I thought they would have beat them.
100%. And I really think that this is Chris Paul's opportunity to say, honestly, you guys really were out here shitting on me. Fuck you. And I think that it means more to OKC, but I think that they have enough going for them right now to be able to beat the Rockets, because the Rockets play one type of basketball.
Facts.
If they can't hit the 3
They're done.
off the ISO, they are finished.
The Thunder, the way that Billy Donovan has coached them over the course of the time, he is going to have a solid defense to combat that 3-point barrage. And the way the Rockets are built, once they get under and their shots are not dropping,
It's over.
they don't have a plan B. I think Billy Donovan is going to outcoach him in that series.
100%. He's a bum.
He's a bum.
Also, I feel like if Steven Adams can be consistent, he'll be an X factor for OKC, because like you said, like the Rockets don't have that size. And even if he could just like bully who's gonna be their 5, PJ Tucker or whoever,
Yo.
it's gonna be hard to bully him.
Facts.
If you could
Or
just
Covington.
bruise him up a little bit, like
Yeah.
tire him out a little bit,
Yeah.
then I feel like
And
OKC
Steven Adams is a bruiser.
he's a big guy.
That
That's what I'm
guy,
saying, he's a bruiser.
Fam, nobody wants to smoke with that guy in the NBA, bro.
Yeah.
And I think Chris Paul coming from that system last season, knowing he got traded from them, they wrote him off. He's going to be out for
They thought this
blood.
guy was going into NBA hell.
Yeah, they're like, yo, you're trash. That's the one matchup the Rockets should not. They should have threw games so that they get a lower seed.
100%.
Because they don't want to face Chris Paul. He's much like Damian Lillard. When the game is on the line, that's one man I don't really want to face. Well wishes for the Rockets, because they're going to need it. Either way, those are our matchup predictions. We're going to be back with some more predictions once this round is through. Make sure you check them out. Make sure you follow Trezor on his Instagram. Follow and subscribe to that YouTube channel.
What I think we should also do is we should have a record for the next time of who had a better prediction record.
I think it's going to be opposite. It was me.
Hey man, you already know what it is, Mr. Southside himself. Holla at me whenever you need. Catering available. Robin Hood, aka Insurance Man. Yeah, that's me.
And make sure you click that subscribe button. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you comment below which upset do you think is most likely to take place in the first round of these playoff matchups. And we're gonna be back. And before we go, can I just get you guys to call Joel Embiid a GOAT one more time, please?
You are a goat.
Discombobulated
Rubbish.
mongoose.
You are a complete fool.
Your lip is just shaking
Flying
like this.
airplane, you are going to
Shaking.
crash.
It's shaking. You're
And when you
flying.
crash, then
You're
what?
flying for what? You're flying.
Sorry.
Right?
Goodbye. You need milk. Sorry.